name is Jason Arrington, and welcome to MPact. We're here at Martin Brothers Bikes in Duncanville, Texas, home of one of the premier custom fabricators and painters in the world, Joe Martin. MPact is a show that pays tribute to amazing individuals who overcome extraordinary obstacles on a daily basis.
My name is Matthew Poole. I'm 31 years old, and I live in Grand Prairie, Texas. 13 years ago, I broke my neck, and I've been in this wheelchair ever since.
Now, Matt seems like he's a perfect fit for this show. He's got the determination, the motivation. He has to deal with on a daily basis. I couldn't imagine having to do that. I don't know how he does it.
I've been lucky to have a lot of friends who have been good-hearted guys who don't mind putting in a little extra hand to help me do what I need to do. You have to have help all the time. You really get frustrated with the fact that it's not what the task is, or you can't do it. It's just you get so frustrated because you have to use so much help all the time. Your friends, they get tired of it, but you gotta ask. It's just like it's more frustrating because they've got to go out of the way for you to get what you want.
The day of my accident, me and Luke had just got through working out and left to go over a friend's house. And she said she was meeting some friends out at the Blue Hole.
I'll give you some. Well, me and Matt hadn't had our driver's license too long. We met up with these two girls that wanted to go down there to play in the water, down in the creek and have a good time, I guess.
The Blue Hole is just a huge, deep area in a part of a creek. We used to go ride our bicycles out here and swing off these rope swings and slide down the cliffs and just swim.
So anyway, there's a rope up there on the tree, and Matt's like wanting to do it. He's like, man, I want to swing off that rope. You think I should do it? Look, you think I should do it? And I said, do what you want to do. If you're going to do it, do it, So anyway, he got his nerve up. Took him a little while to get his nerve up, And I'll be damned, whenever he went off to hang like that, and the rope kind of caught his feet. In other words, by that time, he was only about over a foot and a half deep of water, I guess, or something like that. I knew right when he landed, something was going to be wrong. His face down. So I pulled him out. He said, I don't think I can move my legs. And I said, Matt, come on now. I said, don't be bullshitting me, man. You can move your legs. Try to move your legs. And all he could do was go like this. That's all he could do on the ground. That's all he could do.
I remember getting to the emergency part of the hospital and seeing people we knew, and they took us to the priest and the doctor, and they were trying to, prepare us for what we were about to see. My uncle stayed back, and I just went in, and I remember seeing Matthew with the neck thing, and his body was going into shock. He was so scared, and he didn't know what was going on. At the same time, he was like trying to make me feel okay. He went for my hand, and he had a girlfriend at the time, and he was like, tell Amber I love her, and he was trying to make me feel better and thinking of his girlfriend while he's going through this, and it was just all a big shock.
Dad thought I was dead. Yeah, by the time the word got to them, it was like, your son broke his neck and is dead.
It was miscommunicated to him that Matthew had been killed in a car accident. And we were in Arkansas, so you can imagine the drive home. We just didn't know what to think.
But can you imagine how uplifting everything was once he went, oh shit, he's cool. He just broke his neck. Oh, that ain't shit.
Being paralyzed, Matt relies on two things for his independence: his wheelchair and a reliable vehicle.
One of the most important things when you're dealing with a situation like mine is having solid, dependable transportation. And right now, that's just not the case. I need an alternator, a starter, a radiator, a rear intake manifold. I need my ignition fixed.
Yeah. It's got to be good to her. It's got to be good to her. I need a new one.
It's very important for Matthew to have a dependable vehicle because, I mean, that's his way to interact with the world.
Matt's really just not a minivan guy, and this would be a great opportunity for us to put him in something that's a little more appropriate.
When I broke my neck, first thing I asked was, what can I drive? And there was a minivan or a full-size van. So what do you do?
We decided to do a pickup truck for Matt instead of another minivan. We found a company that actually does the conversions on these trucks out of Florida. This conversion will have a wheelchair lift mounted underneath the truck, so we need to raise it up for clearance. But it'll give it kind of a cool four-wheel drive look. I think we'll put some of our own 20-inch rims on it with maybe some 35-inch tires, something like that. As far as paint goes, I think Matt will like what I have in mind. I was thinking maybe some kind of a multi-layer of flames, like a candy red and some orange flames and possibly some skulls thrown in, something like that. Now all we need is the truck.
Our friends at Chuck Fairbanks hooked us up with a great deal on a 2006 extended cab Silverado. This should make for a perfect foundation for this project. Now that the guys have the truck, it's time to get busy. Very few places in the country do handicap conversions for pickup trucks, and no one does it better than Jim Rybeck and Ed Pick, owners of Rhino Mobility in Pinellas Park, Florida. In order for Matt to be able to drive from his wheelchair, the floor of the truck must be lowered to accommodate his line of sight.
As soon as all the interior is stripped out, we'll go ahead and mark out our floor and get that cut out.
Ed then lays in the template to mark his cuts. Now the truck is ready for the new floor pan. Reassembly starts with a sound deadening pad followed by the carpet and trim.
Right now we're remounting the ABS sensor underneath the truck to get it up high enough so the lift will clear. Get it ready to mount the lift.
The rest of the interior goes back in, and it's time for the truck to come home to Texas.
Now that we've finished the lift, that completes the handicap conversion. Now we're on to the cosmetics. I'm getting ready to go see my buddy Slick Rick, and we're going to take the truck over to his shop and get cracking on the paint. As far as the paint goes on this truck, I only trust a few people to help me out. I'm going to need a lot of help to get this thing finished up on time. My buddy Slick Rick, I've done a lot of projects with him over the years. He's really trustworthy, does fantastic work, he knows how I think. As far as being a key guy on this team to finish this, he's probably going to be my #1 man.
Now, I consider him the king of the graphics. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that do it, but just once you've been with the best, it's hard to go anywhere else.
It's hard to describe because Joe's an artist, and to say that just rolls off your tongue, but you have to be around it because he's gifted in everything he does.
The green's cool. I like it when it kind of clashes with the red. But the thing is, with these multi-layer flames, you have to separate the two or it'll look too busy. So the green's a good choice. It'll cut the two colors. Then I'll outline the orange with purple, and then once the shadowing comes alive, everything separates and looks like 2 layers of flames. It just doesn't look real busy.
everyone that worked on the truck showed up to check it out and make sure it was cool and everything was as it should be, kind of check their work. And I'm a little nervous because we're about to give the truck to Matt. He's about to see it for the first time, and man, I hope he likes it.
Yes! I cannot believe I've got a new truck. And it looks like this. Oh my Lord, oh my Lord, oh my Lord. Thank you. Oh. Oh. Dude, you could just like, it looks wet. Tires, wheels, are these y'all's wheels? I don't even know where to begin. Gimping ain't easy, like I say. Dude, I haven't felt this good in a long time.
Man, doing this project for Matt's been a really cool experience for us. Hopefully this thing will change his life. My crew and I, we had a great time doing it. His friends and family seem to really respond to it. We can't wait to do the next one. But that's what MPact's all about. Thanks for watching our show.